Alright, so, hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nave, and welcome back to my channel, and I've never done a video like this. I'm gonna do it for Valorant because it seems that it is very needed, because it seems that some people just don't get it. All of you install-log duelists, you don't know how to play smokes, you don't know how to play anything, really, other than just point and click, and you're here to learn. You know, you made the effort to come click on this video to potentially learn something new. So, if you're playing smokes for the first time, this doesn't just apply to the install-lock duelists, this is going to apply to everyone and anyone that just wants to learn how to play smokes properly. This video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but the gist is always the same. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to smoke things out. So, let's say you are pushing B from this side over here, from attackers, right? And you're playing as Brimstone, you don't know where to smoke, right? I'm assuming you don't play smokes often, you want easy smokes, you know, easy retakes, easy this, easy that. You play Brimstone. Simple enough, you don't need to play Astra, you don't need to overcomplicate things. But one crucial thing is, when you push this area here, how do you smoke this? Like, where do you smoke? How do you smoke all the entrances and stuff? That's what this video is going to be for. Let's say you want to smoke over here. You want to smoke the door, and maybe one's holding here, so you want to smoke this as well to stop any kind of potential threat poking from this angle right here, potentially a jet. You know, there's not really much you could do here, but there is still some stuff you can do here. All right, so let's say those are the three main areas you want to smoke. Okay, so for this door, how do we smoke this? Most people will come to this area, and they will smoke it like this. This is incorrect. When you gotta smoke this, right? What you want to do is you want to smoke it inside of market, further than I'm comfortable with, and I'll throw it. So what does this do? What is the difference between smoking it like this versus smoking it the other way? First off, there's no real gap here. Yeah, there's this gap, which, you know, you can definitely have someone use. It's like a one-way, right? It's like a one-way. But it is still a little uncomfortable to play around. See, when the smoke is like this, this gives the player a whole like variety of things of being able to go around the smoke and playing around over here. This is a much wider angle. It is almost impossible for any character to play other than a duelist. When you really think about it, it is not uncommon to have a Reyna holding mid with an op, mainly waiting for the dismiss, and they're holding this because you know, your team would be pushing in here. This is not uncommon, but what is really common is the smoke like this smoke, and this is a bad smoke. The reason why this is a bad smoke is because it gives the enemy team more area to work with. The goal with Valorant is to constrict the amount of area your team can control versus the other team. The smaller the area you control, the harder it is to hold sight. The more you control, the less space you give to the enemies. So if you have control of this area, already this blocks one full entrance, you know, from two different locations. You just blocked a whole fork road right here. If you can control this area, this area, and this area when you're pushing, there is nowhere for the enemy team to get on site with you unless they have a Yoru or an Omen. I missed this one. That one's not supposed to be that low. It's supposed to be here. Yeah. So this is what it would look like. And this automatically gives your team more space to work with because you could visually see that there is nobody here. Yeah, there could be someone in here. They'll be blinded. They'll be forced to peek out. And if they peek out, you'll probably see them before they see you. Unless they know how to peek out through smokes, which most people in lower ranks, at the very least, don't really know how to peek out smokes. So you're on attacking, right? You're trying to push site, right? You're trying to push it. Where do you smoke? You don't know? Well, I'm going to show you. So, applying the same logic. For this door over here, you want to smoke it like this. One smoke is enough. You don't need two, right? You just one smoke, close the door. Most people will smoke it like this. What you want to do is you want to smoke a little deeper. But generally speaking, I like smoking it towards the middle. Keeps it simple. And it makes enemies not have enough room to peek out. As soon as they peek out, they're probably going to get shot. So again, when you smoke it, even from this side, you don't want to smoke it too out. What you want to do is you want to smoke it just enough that it will block the cover. And then you could just hold it like this. You could even go a little more aggressive and push it in a little more. But even like this is fine. A little bit off. So you kind of just line it up with a wall.
Launching smoke.
And you just throw it. This will give you the opportunity to hold it and still sort of see your enemy from here. So up here, it's like this.
Launching smoke.
You can go like that. Right, you can see the legs and it blocks the top. This is like a 2-in-1 combo kind of deal. Actually, this smoke is one of those rare occasions where I would actually prefer it to be pushed up a little more. Like this. This really isolates this area and no one can really push it. And even if they do push it, you could just chill right here, right up against their face with a shotgun or something. So here's what the smokes would look like when you're attacking.
Fully smoked.
See? The smokes are a little out of the way and flashing potential if the enemies peek out even just a little bit, but you could still watch all the important angles as needed. I'm going to go all the way to A site now. Alright, so I'm in A site. I'm going to start with pushing. So, how do you smoke this, right? My favorite way of smoking this is over here. I like smoking the back over here. In flower, I smoke the choke point of flower. So this means that this window in flower is not visible. So people will not be able to see in and out of there. And then for Link, there's two ways you could smoke it. You could smoke it up here. This gives enemies more room to push. Or you could smoke it back here. You just have to make sure to clear the corner properly.
Fully smoked.
So it should look something like this. I did this wrong. There's a little bit of a gap here. But it still works. If you don't feel comfortable with that kind of a smoke, you could always definitely just smoke it up like this. So here's what the other ones look like. Very simple. This one, it fully blocks in. And this also, like I said, it gives potential for you or your teammates to be able to push in and hold it. You know, you can clear the corners here. You can at least clear the corners and make sure no one's in there. If your team is not good at checking angles, what you do is you make the map straight. Or you make the map like very flat, 0 angles to check. Almost like a harbor wall. So what you would do is you would smoke off things that are just like this.
Fully smoked.
So you don't have to clear angles at all. But this also makes it so that your enemies will lurk in your smokes. There's a gap here. How do you smoke when you're trying to take site? So you just use the reverse way of doing things that you would do it on pushing. So when you're holding or trying to take back site, retakes, what you want to do is you want to smoke off either here for main, or you smoke off one side. If you smoke off one side, you must first off guarantee that there is nobody chilling in this corner. If there's anyone chilling in this corner, this will guarantee them at least one free kill. So use the reverse of what you would usually do. The only thing that would change, the only thing that wouldn't change is the way you smoke off this. If you smoke it like this,
Launching smoke.
if you smoke it like this, and there's one chilling in the ramp area, they could easily pick you off because they'll be faster than you are. But you also have less intel. You don't know if there's one boosted on the top. You don't know if there's one in the corner. All you have is info that there is nobody here. But when it's back here,
Smoke's down.
you can check the corners, you know? Even if you die, you can give your team the info. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.